Hey you guys, it's Kwanda and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my makeup brush holders using an empty Bath and Body Works 3-wick candle jar. So if you want to see how I get my brush holders from this to this, stay tuned. Okay, so today I am going to be showing you guys how I get my brush holders to look like this. And I'm just going to tell you guys a couple things that you're going to need to get it right, okay? So first off, you're going to need a jar of some sort. This is a Bath and Body Works 3-wick candle that I put in the freezer to make it easy to remove the inside. You're going to also need some Mod Podge. You're going to need some foam brushes. And you're also going to need some gemstones. You can get any color you want, any type of gemstones that you want. But you're going to need gemstones so that we can bling it out, alright? You're going to need a ruler. You're going to need scissors. And you're also going to need glitter paper for the background for the jar. You can get this stuff at any Hobby Lobby, any Michaels, any craft store you can get this stuff from, okay? I have a styrofoam bowl because I'm going to use this to hold my glue. And last but not least, you're also going to need a magazine. So we're just going to cut out some nice stuff from here. Alright, so before we get started, we have to remove the wax in the 3 wicks out of the jar. What you want to do is you want to make sure you freeze it. You can freeze it anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And then once you do that, you just take a knife and you're just going to stick it in. Be really careful. And that's going to cause the wax to break up because it's already hard. Be very careful. So it should look something like that once you break it up. And then I'm just going to pull it out. And removing the 3 wicks is also easy, but you just have to be careful. Once you have removed the wax and the 3 wicks out of your jar, it should look empty like this. Nothing should be in it. Kids, make sure you get your parents involved to help you out, especially when using scissors and knives. You don't want to do anything by yourself. Make sure you get your mom and dad, to help you guys before handling any sharp objects, because I don't want you guys to hurt yourself, okay? So what I did was I went ahead and I cleaned the inside of the jar out using soap and water, and I dried it. I made sure that everything was dry because we're going to be using glue and we want everything to be able to stick. So the next thing that we need to do is remove the label from the jar. So that's really easy because it's just plastic. So you're just going to peel it off. And if this leaves like any film or anything, you can always use alcohol to remove the adhesive from this sticker, okay? So once the sticker is completely off, you have an empty jar. So what you want to do now is you want to go through the magazine, taking your scissors. Kids, once again, make sure you get your mom or dad involved before using any sharp objects to cut anything out, okay? Make sure you get mom and dad's approval. Make sure mom and dad say it's okay. I have like the NARS. I'm going to cut that out. I found Neutrogena. I'm going to cut Neutrogena out. So that's what you're just going to do, guys. Find what you like and just cut it out. It can be pictures. It can be names. It can be whatever you like. Any type of decoration to go on your jar. ahead and cut my glitter paper to fit the outside of my jar. So on the back of it, I just kind of make a mark, you know, I make a mark so I know where to cut so that it is even, and then I go from there. And it looks like we have a perfect fit. As you can see, this doesn't close up all the way, but I'm going to show you guys. This is where, like, if you have a different color instead of just the black, you can use a different color here to cover that up. We're also going to decorate that, so you're not even going to know that that was there, okay? So let's go ahead and I think we're gonna go with purple, being that we have pink gems. So we're taking the purple, and I'm going to use this to measure. And I'm only taking off a little piece because we don't need that much, because we're only filling in a small section. Should be good enough for the section we're going to cover up, okay? That should be good enough. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're taking our styrofoam bowl, and we're taking our glue and Mod Podge. It's up to you, whatever glue you decide to use. I'm going to be taking our foam brush. So I'm just going to squirt some into my bowl. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to glue our glitter background onto our jar, okay? The first one I want to glue down is going to be the purple, because I want the black to overlap the purple. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and glue my purple background onto the jar. I'm going to dip the foam brush into my Mod Podge. And I'm just going to rub it on the back like that. Make sure you get it all over because we really want it to stick. We're also going to need rubber bands for this, just to hold the board in place. Okay. Also take some of that Mod Podge and put it on the jar where we're going to put that background in. Don't worry if it's sloppy. Don't worry. We're gonna cover everything up anyway. So, all right. Taking that purple, and I'm just gonna stick it right here. Taking my purple and I'm sticking it here, and I'm just gonna hold it for about 30 seconds. All right. Moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and cover up the rest of my black glitter board. Alright, then you're going to take your board and you're going to go ahead and you're going to put it on. Take your board and just go ahead and wrap your board on. And it's also going to overlap that purple, okay? The purple is only going to show a little bit. And I'm going to hold that into place for about 30 seconds, okay? This is also, if you can't get the ends to lay down, this is also a fine time to put more Mod Podge. Don't worry, because the Mod Podge actually dries up clear. So you're not even going to be able to notice once it dries up. So I'm just putting more Mod Podge to close the beginning, or to close where the black and purple meets, okay? And this is also where your rubber bands are going to come into place. So I'm just going to hold that for a little longer. Alright, so it should look like that. And to let it dry a little better, you can take some rubber bands. Alright, I have some rubber bands here, and I'm just going to put them on the part where it keeps lifting, and then I'm going to let it dry for about 30 minutes, okay? Alright, so it should look just like that with the rubber bands on there. Like I said before, the rubber bands are just going to keep it so where that everything dries down. So while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move over to our gemstones, okay? I picked pink gemstones because pink is my favorite color. I am a true fan of pink and black. If you can see, they come in rows, and you can actually cut 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. However many rows you want to use, that's how you can cut. So I'm going to use 3 rows at one time. So I'm just going to cut a set of 3 rows off. Alright, so they should be cut just like this, okay? So another trick you can do, instead of the rubber bands, you can apply these to make it whole. There's a little silver strip on the back, and you just peel it right off like that. And this part is sticky, so I'm going to go ahead, bring our container back, and you just stick it wherever you want to stick it at. So I'm going to stick it here just to help it close up a little bit better. It does kind of get messy with the glue, but hey, it's all in arts and crafts, right? So I'm going to continue to go around the whole jar, okay? The same thing I did to the top, I'm going to do to the bottom. Exactly like this. And if some of your rhinestone scripts doesn't fit, you're going to have to cut the actual rhinestone to make it fit, okay? So we're going to come back to the part where the black meets the purple, and we're going to put rhinestones here as well. But we're not covering up the purple, okay? You're going to put half on the black, half on the purple. Alright, so either you can leave it like this to dry overnight, or if you're more of a dramatic person, I guess, you can move forward with your magazine clippings, so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm like, I like it like this. I don't want to add nothing else. But the lies I tell myself. So I'm going to move on to my magazine clippings. Now this part is totally up to you. You can put your clippings wherever you want to put them. Just be creative. So taking my Mod Podge, putting glue all over it. I'm going to take it, and because it's so big, I'm going to just turn it sideways. Remember, this is all about being creative, okay? And you can just hold that for about 30 seconds. Or if it doesn't hold, you can always go on top of it with the Mod Podge. That'll make it hold. Alright, just like that. Don't worry, because when it dries clear. So you won't see all this white. But it's actually going to help your picture to stay on. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. once you put all your magazine clippings and stuff on it, it should look something like this. But however, I'm really not feeling this decoration that I have here for some reason. The gemstones are not really sticking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the gemstones off to see if I can come up with another decoration, because that is totally not working. There you have it. This is my makeup brush holder. So I'm just going to let this sit overnight, and I'll come back and let you guys see what it looks like. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. This is how my makeup brush holder looks. It is completely dry. Alright, so if you guys decide that you want to also make makeup brush holders using your Bath and Body Works 3-wick candle, just tag me on Instagram and let me see how creative you guys were. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really hope you learned something. I really hope you enjoyed yourself. And until my next video, I will definitely see you guys soon. Make sure you guys thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Bye.